This vlog sponsored by COD Pilipinas and Pinoy Universe. The impact of serial killers can be chilling and complex, and several have left an indelible mark on history due to the scale, brutality, and notoriety of their crimes. Here's a list of some of the most infamous serial killers known worldwide. 1. Ted Bundy. Active primarily in the 1970s, Bundy confessed to the murders of over 30 young women across several states in the U.S. Known for his charm, he used deception to lure his victims before committing brutal acts. 2. Jeffrey Dahmer, often referred to as the Milwaukee Cannibal. Dahmer was convicted of killing 17 young men between 1978 and 1991. His crimes involve not only murder, but also cannibalism and necrophilia, shocking the world with his confessions. 3. Jack the Ripper. This unknown killer terrorized London in 1888, specifically targeting women in impoverished areas. Despite extensive investigations and theories, the true identity of Jack the Ripper remains unknown. 4. John Wayne Gacy. Known as the Killer Clown, Gacy lured and murdered at least 33 young men and boys in the 1970s. Many of his victims were buried beneath his house in Illinois. His dual life as a community figure and killer shocked the nation. 5. Pedro Alonso Lopez. Dubbed the Monster of the Andes, Lopez is estimated to have killed over 300 girls in Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru in the 1970s and early 1980s. His staggering body count makes him one of the deadliest killers in modern history. 6. Gary Ridgway. Known as the Green River Killer, Ridgway was convicted of murdering 49 women in Washington state in the 1980s and 1990s. 7. Richard Ramirez. Nicknamed the Night Stalker, Ramirez terrorized California in the 1980s. He was known for his brutal methods, often targeting entire families and leaving satanic symbols at crime scenes. His crimes sent shockwaves through Southern California. 8. Andrei Chikatilo. Known as the Butcher of Rostov, Chikatilo was a Soviet serial killer who murdered and mutilated at least 52 women and children in Russia from the 1970s to the 1990s. His crimes were notable for their sadistic nature. 9. Albert Fish. Known as the Gray Man and the Werewolf of Wysteria, Fish's crimes in the early 20th century involved cannibalism, sadomasochism, and extreme violence. He confessed to several murders and many more assaults on children. 10. Eileen Wuornos. Wuornos, often called the Damsel of Death, was convicted of killing 7 men in Florida between 1989 and 1990. Her case gained notoriety not only for the nature of her crimes, but also because she was one of the few female serial killers in the U.S. Each of these killers has left a legacy of horror and led to significant changes in law enforcement practices, forensic science, and public awareness of crime. Their crimes often underscore the importance of psychological profiling, victim protection, and the advancement of criminal justice methods to prevent similar tragedies.